Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Thank you so much for joining me once again. And all the usual stuff before we start today's topic, I'd like to encourage you to please like and subscribe. And once again, if you have any thoughts on the matter we're discussing today or anything in general, please comment down below as I'd love to get some interaction going. So, in today's video, we are going to be talking about conspiracy theories and how, in my opinion, the majority of people that are into conspiracy theories, a lot of times, not all the time, but majority of time, people I've come across in my life that go really deep down the rabbit hole of conspiracy theories use it to make up for the inadequacies in their life. And I'll give an example. I have a friend who is adamantly against all forms of government, all big pharmaceutical companies, all the very rich people in the world. And he claims that all of these rich, wealthy, powerful people are trying to kill us, they're trying to poison us, anything along those lines. That's kind of the narrative that he goes with on most days. And the argument that I have with a lot of these theories is there is some conspiracies out there that very well may be true, and I used to go down these rabbit holes a lot when I was younger as well. But I've come to a conclusion in my life that at this point in my life, is it going to make a difference or is it going to accentuate my life at all if these conspiracies even are true? Does it make a difference to me what Bill Gates' narrative is, or what these pharmaceutical companies are conjuring up on their spare time, or I should say their time, their research and development, what they're doing, who's trying to control who? No. It just does not matter. In everyday life, our main focus should be to level up in all aspects of life. And if we're doing this, none of this is going to matter. Because, like I said, whatever's going on in the world at the time, whatever conspiracies may or may not be true, is it a really beneficial use of our time to be spending majority of our day going down these rabbit holes and trying to figure out if this is in fact true or not? I tend to believe it is really not a good use of our time. And the other side of it is that I find that a lot of these conspiracies, a lot of these groups that you could be a part of that really believe in conspiracies heavily, are very negative. And I tend to see a lot of very negative and pessimistic points of view that are accentuated in these groups. And that's something, as I've talked about in videos before, I don't surround myself with. I don't surround myself with pessimists because for me, I look at things logically. I try to look at things logically, and it just makes absolutely no sense to look at life that way. Because things are going to happen regardless. Things in this world are going to happen. There's going to be unfortunate events for some people. But by taking a pessimistic point of view and having the victim mentality that somebody is trying to poison you or trying to control you, or that all these prominent figures are conspiring against us, does absolutely no, there's no benefit to it. It does absolutely no good for any of us at all. So a lot of times I think that people start these conspiracies or follow them really heavily to make up for their inadequacies in their life. And the people that I know personally that are really, really heavy in conspiracies, they don't work very hard. They don't really have much purpose in life. They go through most days just trudging along, that's what I have found. That that is that is really what I've found towards this subject, and I'm interested to see if anybody else has the same point of view as me. But I think that a lot of these people that are heavy into these conspiracies really lack purpose in their life, really lack a tribe, really lack, they just really lack that sense of meaning in their life. So what they have to do is they have to join these sort of cults or religions, or however you may say, however you might call it, that allows them to be a part of something. And my rebuttal to this is that I really don't think this is a good use of majority of people's time. If you want to join a club, I always say, if you want to join a club that is filled with, wealthy people or intelligent people, or a club that you really look up to the people in that club. That should be the tribe you want to associate yourself with. Whether that's a golf club that has all six-figure and multimillionaire earners, whether that is a club that you can learn a skill and become proficient at a skill that's useful, that can end up making you money and give you some purpose in life. That, I believe, that is where the majority of our time should be focused. It should not be focused on the fact that the man is trying to keep us down, the government is trying to keep us down. These people are conspiring to kill us, to control us, so that we have no freedom. I'll tell you what. The point where you have no freedom is when you have not done the work. Because if without discipline in life, we have absolutely zero freedom. Because without going through that pain of making ourselves better and turning ourselves into the person that we want to be, there's no freedom. There is absolutely no freedom. It is not the pharmaceutical company's fault. It is not the government's fault. It is not any of these billionaires' fault that you do not have the freedom. It is your fault, and it is your responsibility to turn your life into the life that you want to live. And that is truly what I believe. And it is true that in some parts of the world, there is some countries that some people are born into some very disadvantaged situations. And I completely understand that. And that's not what I'm taking away from anybody. But if you're watching this video, you're most likely in a developed country where you have the opportunity to do whatever you want, to earn as much as you want, as long as you're willing to put in the work. And I truly do believe that. So that's really what I wanted to talk about in this video, because it's not that it's necessarily a bad thing, and there's some interesting things to do with conspiracies, and some of them I do believe, and I'm sure some of them are very, very true. But to consume your life with theories and these negative points of view that people are out to get you, and that groups of people are out to get you, I do not believe it's healthy whatsoever, and I do not believe it's a good use of your time. And all the very successful people that I've come across in my life, that I've bumped shoulders with, that I've networked with, they never spend their time worried about what conspiracy is true and what is not. That just doesn't happen. And I challenge you to do the same, to go to a very well-to-do, intelligent, purpose-driven group of people and Just listen to what they're talking about. Listen to whatever comes out of their mouth, and I guarantee it is not that that the Holocaust wasn't real, or who did 9/11, or who killed JFK, or did the pharmaceutical companies, what kind of research did they do for this vaccine, that vaccine, why they're getting people to take certain things. It just makes absolutely no difference. So I challenge you to spend your time to become better and to be that optimist that I talked about in prior videos. Because at the end of the day, that is really how we are going to get that freedom. And I think that really that's what a lot of these conspiracy theorists are afraid of, is that people are taking away our freedom, right? They're taking away our freedom. They are forcing us to do things. They're making us spend money a certain way. They're going to monitor the way we spend money. They're going to take away our rights, anything along those lines. And I truly believe, I've met quite a few government officials, and I truly believe that majority of people in this world are not evil. I truly believe that because that's really the only thought to have. Because if you do believe everyone's evil, everyone's out to get you, you have no chance in this world, then what is really the point of living? What's the point of pushing through on a daily basis? Is if all that it's for is so you can complain and research about how things are so bad. And so I just think that's a very, very unadvantageous point of view to have. And I really hope that everyone watching this video, and just everyone in general, adopts a more an optimistic point of view, and to not attach themselves to a group that is so negative. And if you do want to feel like you're a part of a tribe, because I feel all humans do, that you find that tribe that is positive, that allows you to become better every single day, and allows you to think more optimistically, and to expand your point of view, and to expand your horizons. So, as always, thanks so much for watching the video, and we will catch you in the next one.